Bro, you keep on wasting your seed every single day, multiple times a day, on your own in a dark room. What you need to understand, that's the reason why you have no motivation. That's the reason why you have no ambition. What is the one thing on this earth that creates life? Your seed. And why is it that you lack motivation? Because your mind believes that the mission is complete. Your mind does not know that you are simply just over here pleasuring yourself recreationally. Your mind thinks you've put in the work, you've attracted the woman that you want, and you finally completed the mission. When in reality, you haven't. You're just playing around with yourself, doing absolutely nothing. So every man should go through a period in his life where he retains, so that way he can start to gain some motivation, gain that ambition, because your mind will say, this guy hasn't completed the mission. Let's give him some more energy. Let's give him some more ambition. Let's give him some more focus. All right, bro, you need to stop just letting it go all the time, okay? There has to come a point in your life where you get tired of your situation, where you get tired of being in the same spot, and you're going to need every ounce of energy that you need. Because even myself, I've struggled, with having moments where I feel low energy, right? And what I found is that when I retained, guess what? My energy would go up. I'm not saying that it completely just energizes you, right? Because diet is still very important, right? Sleep is still very important, because I was once asked by one guy, why is it that, he's retaining his seed and nothing is happening? And then when I asked him, okay, well, let me ask you two questions. Tell me about your diet and tell me about how much you sleep. And the guy told me, well, I sleep 1 hour and I eat soup. I'm like, bro, do you think that is like a magic seed, a magic, I don't know, what do you think it is? Something magic? That's not how it works. The human body still needs food. The human body still needs time to recover when you sleep. Of course, yes, you still need to sleep. You still need to eat. But once you fix your sleep, once you fix your diet, and then on top of that, you add the fact that you are retaining with a purpose, okay? Think of the purpose in your mind, so that, what does Napoleon Hill call it? Sexual transmutation, meaning taking the energy from your sex drive and transmuting it into an outlet that is positive to get you something from this world, right? It's an exchange. It's a sacrifice. You're sacrificing your pleasure right now in exchange for something else that you want in this world. But at the end of the day, if you're not sacrificing, then you're not going to get the energy to get up and go do it. You're not going to have the gumption to go out there every single day and get after it. You're going to stay working that job that you hate. You're going to stay taking orders from your boss every single day. You're going to keep being afraid of talking to that woman because, oh, what if she says no? What if, you're so flustered, so scared, thinking about everything that she might say, thinking about what the people around you might say. Bro, who cares? Who cares about what people think? But that's the thing. When you continuously deplete yourself day after day and you don't realize that it's an addiction. And listen, bro, I'm not sitting here from some high moral chair like, oh yeah, I'm this big perfect guy. No, bro. Listen, if you haven't watched my previous video, right, because this channel is not a semen retention channel, but at the end of the day, guys are out there struggling with it. So who am I to not talk about it every here and there? This channel's to better you. This channel's to improve you and help you with your problems. And I know there's some guy out there in my subscribers that is definitely struggling with this day to day. Okay, not everyone has just quit just like that. There's still people out there who just deplete themselves every day. So if you haven't watched my first video, I recommend you go watch it. Semen retention, they lied to you. But the main point is, like I was saying before I got cut off, I'm not some perfect guy that has never done anything in my life, right? I was in second grade when I first started doing the deed, if you know what I mean. I think we all know, right? And I'm not over here meat watching, okay? What you do with your meat is your choice, your prerogative, all right? What you do with your seed is your prerogative, okay? If you want to take $1 million and flush it down the toilet every single day, it's not hurting me. It's only hurting you. So you do whatever you want with your $1 million. Understand that. I'm not out here meat watching, okay? That's on you, bro. No Diddy, okay? So I'm not over here judging you. I'm actually giving you a solution from something that has worked in my life, right? Because back in the day, I would do it every day. You know, when a little kid discovers that, it's like a caveman discovering fire, right? You're like, what? I can do this? I can access the internet and I can, get instant dopamine right away. I can immediately feel good and I can do it multiple times a day when I'm bored. See, I understand you, bro. But what you need to start doing is you need to start taking different habits and placing them in place, because the reason why you're doing that is because you're bored. Think about it. Every time that you want to do it, think about it. Say, what was I doing, right? Because it's not like, unless you're like a mega freak, unless you need some serious help and you're like a danger to society and they need to put you on the watch list, unless you're that type of guy, I don't think of anyone who is in the middle of a gym workout and they're rubbing one off. I don't think of anyone who's out there on a jog and they're rubbing one off, right? I don't think of anyone who's on a date rubbing one off under the table, right? So when you're busy, when you're doing things, your mind doesn't even go there. Your mind's not even thinking about it. Eventually, your mind will just it'll fade away, right? That's the same thing with everything in this life. Once there's enough time in between, it'll fade away and it'll be a distant memory. Eventually, you get to the point where you just get over things like that and the next day you forget about it. But girlfriends, you'll forget about previous relationships. You'll forget about drugs. You'll forget about bad experiences. You'll forget about addictions. So understand that. Right now, you feel like it's impossible to quit. But the reality is, you just need to put things in place so that you can fill your days with things that you like to do. Okay? And make it fun. Make it fun for yourself. Make it a streak, right? And I'm not saying that you have to go forever without releasing, but you should go a period in your life just to test it. Don't even take my word for it, bro. Go ahead and do your own experiment. Do a social experiment for yourself, okay? Say, okay, let me take a journal, right? Let me take a journal like this. Let's take a journal. I'm going to write down, okay, so currently I'm doing this every single day, 2 times a day, 3 times a day. Here's how I feel. No motivation, low motivation. What do I want in life? Okay, now I'm going to start. Okay, 1 day in, this is how I feel. Okay, 5 days in, this is how I feel. 10 days in, 12, 13, 14. I guarantee you that you're going to feel way better. You're going to feel more energized. You're not going to feel so lazy, all right? And why would I tell you this? What do I benefit from this, right? I don't benefit anything. At the end of the day, this is not a course. I'm just giving you some real, genuine, valid information. But like I said, you have to try it for yourself. I'm genuinely trying to help you because at the end of the day, I understand that this is a problem. And you don't think it is because, well, it's normalized.